Yeah, we are ecstatic that we were able to win the semifinal state game, and I thought that it was our pace, especially early on. We got out in transition and got some easy baskets that way, and those dang TV timeouts, no offense, but we thought if we didn't have those, they would have been even more tired. So, but I thought our identity is our defense. It starts with that because that's what you can control. And I thought that we did a great job trying to do what we could with containing, Shepley and who was the other one? Schmidt. I only know him as numbers, all right? That's how we talk. But I thought that we did a great job of working on that, and Aaron Schauer was tremendous on Shepley. So, yeah.
Thank you, Coach. Let's open it up for the questions from the media.
This is for Beanie. You had 15 rebounds for your team today, 43 total for the entire team. So you out-rebounded Rice Lake 43-40. Beanie, talk a little bit about how were you able to get by, these players that are 6'3", and you're only 5'9", and just the size advantage alone, you'd think Rice Lake would have it, but you found ways to get around them and sometimes over them. How big was that? And Coach, talk about how important that role was to get second chance opportunities, for Edgewood.
I just tried to box them out and then try to go back up and just try to keep tipping it and keep it in the air until I could finally just out jump them until they got tired. Maybe even sometimes try to tip it to my teammates to get another look. But yeah, I just tried to keep it alive and keep going.
Yeah, she's a tremendous athlete. I mean, she's back from a pretty severe ankle injury. I don't know if she's fully back. It'll take a while, but it's been 3 weeks that she's been out, and I think she feels better every single day because for 4 weeks, she wasn't doing anything. But I think that offense, when you said we out-rebounded them, it's kind of shocking because we were one of the stats we looked at. They out-rebounded all of their opponents. They had 1,000 rebounds, right? And we were like, oh my gosh, but we were watching film and they pound the boards and they're just so good at keeping things alive. And we just knew it would be a team effort. And, to do what we did and Marin be in foul trouble most of the game is really a tribute to the effort of Beanie and her teammates and just fighting for everything. So.
You used the word dictate, and that was very evident down to that 10-minute mark down the stretch. I just want you to talk about the work that you put in prior to know when to go foot on the gas, off the gas. It kind of seemed like you were signaling to them tempo, pace of play. Can you just talk about how important that is in the preparation before today to make that happen?
Yeah, I think we've been working on. We do want to get up and down the floor. We like that, and we want. At least our offense, we want to run the floor wide and have a rim runner and stuff and get the ball up as fast as we can. But then, as it went on, they went to their zone trapping and, I think we can play a variety of styles. These guys will know. In practice, I'm always throwing different things at them that they have to pick up. I get a little angry when they don't, right away. But it's moments all season long, the frustration that we have during practice comes that on maybe a game like today that we can adjust and play different tempos and know what we need. It kind of maybe looks like stalling, but we're trying to get them into a certain thing where we have advantages. And I think as it wore down, Anna did a great job, obviously, securing the ball. She's such a great ball handler. And then Beanie stepping in, and we got some easy ones, which is what we want. I mean, we can dictate because we're ahead, right? And so it was up to them to make I always talk about it being a chess game, and they had to make the next move, and then we would counter that. So, they always hear about chess all the time.
Anna, this is for you. It seemed like you turned it on in the second half. I felt like, especially late in the game. You guys went on that big run. What do you attribute that to as far as stepping up your game in the second half and kind of helping your team run away with the game?
Yeah, I think Obviously, in the second half, towards the end of the game, I knew that we needed to take care of the ball, and we watched a lot of film beforehand, so we knew that once you get past the first layer, there's a lot of room in the middle. So I knew that if we get past there, I could, look to find, I had some drop-offs to Beanie, and the middle is open. So we relied on our preparation and what we'd worked on all year, and I just did what my team needed to do to help us get the win. So we're excited to get the win.
Yeah, I think with that, Anna feels the game very well. And so I think early on, Erin was on fire. I think she hit, 3-4 threes, right? And, Anna's a point guard who just, she gets the ball to the right people. And then she sees how it goes. And in those moments where she thinks she has to, all of a sudden elevate, even give a little bit more, not that she's not working hard, but influence it more offensively, she knows that she can do that because of her practice that she has, whether it be in our practices or outside of that. And that's the same with all of these kids. I mean, they put in countless hours outside of what we do to hone in their skills and things like that. So, yeah, she's going to be very humble about what she does, but, man, she's a good one, both of these two.
This is for all three of you. Gustavo, we'll start with you. But what's the excitement level for a chance to go back-to-back? But it's a different back-to-back because you go from Division III to Division II, and so far you've run the table except for the first game, which was an unbelievable finish by Heartland Arrowhead. But for you guys to run the table now from that first game and to go back-to-back, what is the excitement level as you head into the championship game tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we're going to try to enjoy that tonight. We have a team meal at Oneida. I have some friends that live up here, and they are, have a meal, and so the families and everyone will be there, and I'm sure it'll be really a lot of happy vibes. I'm pretty obviously serious, and it's always the next thing, but we have one game left, and I think these underclassmen and, the seniors and the coaches really, we want it for each other, but we wanted it for the seniors and their parents and things because they really help build a championship culture, and we continue to do that. And so, I hope that I can smile and enjoy it and know that, it's hard to do. Whether we win it or not, we're coming home with a ball of some sort. Obviously, we're going to try to put in the work to get the job done. But, jumping up a division, we're just hunted like everyone else. I mean, lately we've had the number one on our back, and so it's a different thing. But I've told these guys, we're hunting something, because when you're playing in that mindset, then you're much more aggressive, you're protective, right? And I think that we played like that tonight, not like we're way up ahead of everyone else. So I think these guys are hungry to get back and prove how good they really are.
Yeah, I think we've done a good job of this season embracing the challenge of stepping up a division. It's been our goal all year to make it back to this point, and we've done it all together as a team. We're a very close team, and we play for each other, like Coach Saab said. So it definitely was a great win tonight, and we won another win, obviously. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be here and to play with my teammates.
Yeah, I agree with Coach Saab and Anna. We're just such a close team that means so much to us to be able to get back here with this position, with this team. And it's so exciting because we're just such a close team and we do everything together. So we're so happy to be back here together.
This is for the girls. You guys had 10 steals, 12 fast break points. You kind of dictated the entire game, but especially in the second half. How important was your defense, and how were you able to get all those steals and not just get those steals, but have that lead to points?
Yeah, I think, like Coach Saab said, our identity is definitely in our defense. We know that that's something that we can control. So stepping into this game, that was really our focus, was on defense and rebounding. And I thought we executed greatly, and obviously it started with Aaron shutting down Shepley very well. So, and everyone stepped up in different ways. We all were prepared, and I think we executed very well. And obviously when our defense is going, it helps us on the offensive end as well.
I agree with Anna, and yeah, Aaron just did such an amazing job with Shepley, and we were really focused on our defense, and that was one of our big goals, so our offense could start and it would just roll in together so that everything would just go well together.
And Rice Lake is young. I mean, their talent is coming back. So, I remember our first team when we went in 16, and it's your eyes are wide open. There's a lot going on, right? And so, this will be a great experience for them. and they will learn from it. And I know they'll be back next year because they are super talented. So, you know, just I think Darla does a great job with that group.
That was kind of the topic I was going to ask you, but, you know, it's such a game of runs, and you did not let them get any. Is that hard to do? I mean, to, you know, just maintain that pressure and that lead? I'm sure it's comfortable, but, you know, you got to play defense the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I am probably the not comfortable like holding the ball like we did as much. Makes me very nervous. But I just felt that that was the best, you know, like them having to come after us, and obviously with Anna being a great ball handler, you know, the challenge is always, do we stand around and watch her do her thing, right? Which, you know, it's easy to do. We all, you know, and I just thought that defensively, I think our kids are so tough. I mean, we put on be relentless, be disciplined, stay connected. And I thought that, you know, they did that all, you know, all the game. And therefore, on defense, it's just an opportunity to be like, come together and have that stop and not give them a run, right? There's a lot of pride on this team in terms of defense and helping like Erin out, because, you know, Erin is very, you know, she's so happy inside, but she's got a job, and her job was to kind of contain one of the best players in the state. And that's a hard task when they're setting so many screens, and she's just so talented and she can shoot it so well. But I think everyone that's playing for each other, you know, and yes, I was worried about a few runs, you know, but our transition, getting back on defense, not letting them get easy baskets, because they can do that, because she's really great in the open court, and we didn't allow rim runs by them. And which is amazing that we out-rebounded them also, you know, to stay alive on the glass also and do that. I think Michaela Foley had a huge one down the stretch, and she got an offensive rebound, and whereas maybe many games she's trying to put that up, you know, we just held it and pulled it back out, right? It's our tempo and things like that. So it's hard if you're chasing us, right? And you have good ball handlers and people, and they understand, they're disciplined. And we're not turning the ball over. So I don't know. Someone said that Anna didn't have any turnovers. I'm not sure if that's right, but you know, that's pretty impressive for as much as she had the ball and as much pressure as she had. So, and she's only a sophomore. So.